So get ready for some Pinoy pride, Nonito Donaire. Hey there, it's another edition of Coffee with the Goose. We talk about things that are interesting, fascinating, and irritating, according to me anyhow, and I'm the Goose, so I've got to say so here, right? Good to have you back. My partner, my great producer, Jude, and I are glad you joined us for another show. Got some more interesting information to pass along to you. But first, we gotta have our coffee. You know that. It keeps me going. Actually, starts my engine, my old engine every morning. My coffee, very strong, just like my opinion. And got some creamer in there to make it sweet, just like me. All right, here we go. What we're going to do this program is pay homage, pay tribute to a great Filipino fighter. And you know all about this guy. He is a champion, of course. He lived in General Santos City. He's been one of the very few fighters ever to have championship belts in 3 different decades. That's amazing. He is coming off a 2-year absence, and he's also a champion at the age where most fighters have already retired. He was the 2012 Fighter of the Year. So you know who I'm talking about, right? Oh, do you? Are you sure? Well, how many great championship fighters from the Philippines can you think of? Well, the first one, of course, is Lapu-Lapu, right? The great champion, the undefeated champion from Cebu. He fought off the undefeated world champion, Ferdinand Magellan from Portugal, of course. Everyone thought Magellan was going to drop him, but Lapu-Lapu is just too much. Well, there's many other great champions from the Philippines. Absolutely scary kid out there right now by the name of John Real Casimero, otherwise known as Cuatro Alas, and he's a beast. He's a beast. And of course, Manny Pacquiao. But this show is not about Manny Pacquiao. All of these traits that I just described, they can apply to Manny Pacquiao, but they go to the great Filipino champion, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire. So get ready for some Pinoy pride from another angle this time. He has been a champion for many, many years. He's 38 years old. Nonito Donaire grew up. He was born in Bohol, which is an island right next to Cebu. And he also lived in Mindanao and went to the same school as Manny Pacquiao. But Donaire is a scary, scary fighter, but yet modest and respectful at the same time. Just recently, he won another championship in the bantamweight division, knocking out Nordine Ubali, in the 4th round. And if you watch this fight, and you really should, Donaire is a beast. He has all the angles, he has all the skill, all the experience, but yet he's like a shark. He's in for the kill. He is 41-6 on his career with 27 KOs. And he has been a champion now in 4 different weight divisions. He's married to, ironically, I'm married to Raquel, which is Spanish from Rachel, and Mr. Donaire is married to Rachel, who is actually Korean descent, American, and a Taekwondo champion. She's the real deal, too. But you look back at Nonito Donaire's career. He now lives in California. I think he owns a restaurant, too. A very smart guy, very dedicated. And what I was impressed most about with Nonito Donaire was at the end of the fight, after this knockout recently, what did he do? Did he go jump in the ropes? It's me, and beat on his chest? No. He ran up to his opponent, who was down and out, got on his knees, and did the old Asian tribute, literally on his knees with his head on the canvas, showing respect for his opponent who he just knocked out. That's an amazing tribute. That's an amazing trait. It's all too easy and all too common. Unfortunately, we see these champions, all they want is attention. All they want is for us to fawn all over them and tell them how wonderful they are. So it's really a joy to see a gentleman, And that's what Nonito Donaire is. Who knows how much longer he's going to fight? He's 38 years old. He kind of hit a drudge, if you will. He was lost 3 or 4, I think, fights recently, but he's back on track. He got his bantamweight division, the WBC bantamweight champion, which is really the one he wanted. He's earned our respect. Well, he had that a long time ago because he's been winning championships for a long time now. Did you know that Nonito Donaire was actually the U.S. national amateur champion 3 years, and also the international junior Olympic champion? So he's got several rooms filled with trophies. Nonito Donaire, if it wasn't for Manny Pacquiao, we'd be all gathering, thousands of people, saying, welcome back home, Nonito Donaire. But he lives in California now. But hey, he's all Filipino. He's all respect and all scary. The Filipino Flash, Nonito Donaire, a champion again for three decades now. Only 4 or 5 other fighters have ever done that. So hats off to the Filipino Flash. You are a champion. You are scary. You're a knockout artist, but more than anything, Nonito Donaire, you are a gentleman, and you show respect for others and for your opponent. And you know what? That's what it's all about. I think I speak for a lot of you when I say, that's more important than winning. The real winner is the one who, follows Jesus' commandment, love one another, right? Even if you're a fighter, it's all about respect at the end of the day, and he certainly has that. Again, great champions. There's a lot of them. Pinoy pride alive and well as John Real Casimero and Manny Pacquiao getting ready for a fight with Errol Spence Jr. That's coming up in August. And I just want to remind you that Jude and myself already have hotel rooms set up with our wives, and they're gonna run Vegas for us. Okay, that's gonna be a great time. Also, we plan to go to L.A. probably in July once Pacquiao starts training. And we'll pay another visit to Freddie Roach. We interviewed him before his last fight with Keith Thurman. We'll also pay a visit to his strength and conditioning coach. Bear with me here, Jude. I've got too many names on my mind. Who is it? The Australian guy. He's going to hate me for this. Oh, no, you forget too. It'll come to me. Oh, yeah, well, we've had a long day. Anyhow, and we'll talk to Boo Boy as well. Justin Fortune. Sorry, Justin. Hey. Don't hold it against me, man. I'm having a senior moment. We're going to talk to all those guys. We're going to talk, there's no doubt we'll talk to Manny Pacquiao.
Looking for a press pass.
That's a press pass. Manny, I know you watch our shows. I know you do. We really want to get together with you. And you know that we're nothing but respectful to you and your opponents. Contrary to what some people might think, we respect all your opponents and former opponents. So it's all about respect. Right, Nonito Donaire? All right. Been great talking about the Filipino Flash and, of course, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny. And we'll talk more about his upcoming fight against Errol Spence Jr. That's coming up, and many more shows to come. That's it for this edition of Coffee with the Goose. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.